Animals out of control, folks. Critters bent on full redemption on the human race. What the heck is that man talking about? Oh, well, maybe that's not the critter I'm talking about either. Howdy. Is that nice? Well, I guess y'all gotta hang around and see what the old hickbilly's talking about. That cat don't seem to care what I'm talking about. We'll be back in just a minute, folks. Hey y'all. Oh, it's hot. At least got a little breeze up here on this hill. It's 95 degrees, 90% humidity. Welcome to central Missouri in the summertime. I'm up here on top of this beautiful hill because a landowner of mine has having some issues. Look at that pretty stuff. Say a landowner, he lets me use his property for anything I want to use it for. I found artifacts here, hunting, trapping, what have you. But he's having some problems, and I'm going to talk about that in just a few minutes and show you how I do this. And his problem here is a groundhog. A lot of groundhogs, whistle pigs, out of control, crazy things. And they're undermining his bin here. So I'm going to try to keep this short and simple on what we're going to do about it. Where there's one, there's probably more, but this is the only hole I found. Walked around 5 or 6 bins here. But then again, I did find raccoon poop, so there's always issues when you got food involved. So I'm going to go get some traps and get up here, and I'm going to try to real quick show you how we do this. So here's our implements of destruction for today. We're going to try to catch this groundhog or groundhogs with a couple cage traps. I got a 12-inch square and 18-inch square cage here. Some of the finest built cage traps on the planet. They're called Hilltop Cage Shop traps. Don't try to find them. The guy that owns this company, about the last 7 years, is a real nasty, short, round, mouthy guy from Morgan County, Missouri. And he hasn't built a trap since he bought the thing, so don't even try. He's about a worthless piece. But anyway, I'm going to try to show you guys real quick what we're going to do. I'm going to use this for bait. It's a peach. It's gone over. It's got pretty soft. Generally, my favorite bait for groundhogs is some sort of citrus peeling, old citrus, orange, lime, lemon, nectarine. Nectarine's not nectarine's a peach. You know what I'm talking about. The thing about citrus is you won't catch as many raccoons or skunks. Not that you don't need to, but we're trying to specifically catch a groundhog. I just didn't have any on hand. Banana peelings work good too. Watermelon rind, the outside sheath of lettuce. But if you stay on the citrus, you won't catch as many non-target. Where the sweet stuff's going to catch some coons, but truthfully, with this grain bins, the coons need to be caught too. So we're going to dice and slice that a little bit and put it in here and see if we can make that happen. So let's see what that looks like. I'm going to real quick, not trying to be pretty, I'll cut this peach up in pieces. I said it's not spoiled, it's just gone over, getting soft. I'm just going to cut up in inch and a half pieces. I'm just going to, not trying to be fancy, get all the way down to the pit. I've got more here than I'll ever need for 2 traps, but I'm going to cut that thing up, and we're going to show you how I set these traps. It's not rocket science, but there are some tricks that will help you catch critters. I catch everything in cages, from armadillos to bobcats. I've caught red fox in them before, but the cats meow for catching groundhogs. So let's see if we can make this thing work. That's kind of nasty, actually. I hope this camera thing's working. Hope the wind's not too much. Hope you can see what I'm doing. A wise old trapper told me years ago about setting these cage traps. I don't have to cover that hole up. He's got a big old hole. He's going to come out of there. He's going to work away from there. I'm going to put the traps 5-6 foot on either side of the hole. He's going to come through here. The trick the old trapper told me was to not put them in line with, say, a barn or a building or these bins. Put them this way. 90 degrees. He didn't really know why. I've tried to figure out why. It just works. It does work better. I think they come out of a hole right here. They get a hold of that bait and they have to come around and check it out. Inline, it does not seem to work as well. He did that. That's the only way I'm going to send him from now on. Number one trick to any trap you put out, I don't care if it's for beaver, coyotes, bobcats, otter, muskrat, I don't care what thing, it's whistle pigs. That trap has to be bedded solid. If you cannot get that trap solid, you're not going to get as many animals. This is not solid. So I'm going to take this thing, I'm going to work it in this grass. I'm going to try to dig it in. It takes effort. It's better, not good enough. I'm not quite on flat ground either here. I'm going to try to get that, work into that grass. There you go. That's what it takes, okay? Real quick, the trigger's called a treadle. I'm going to put some of this bait all the way to the back of that track. I'll make sure I get some behind that treadle. This actually has a bait door on it if I want to use it. I'm going to put some, make sure I get it behind there so he has to step on it. I don't mind getting on top of it or underneath it. I'm then going to take a piece or two, I'm going to put right in the middle of the trap. Kind of incentive, if he likes it, it makes him go on in, and I'm going to put a piece in front of the trap. It's that simple. Some animals we use trailing scent, like fish oil for raccoons to make them kind of go where you want. That'll be simple enough. That's all there is to it. Make sure that thing's in there good. I'll set the trap fairly light. Groundhogs aren't light-footed. They're kind of clumsy. I've never had any problems catching them. Is that too light, the wind or something may fire it. Of course, there's always raccoons and things to worry about. And that's the first one. Now we're going to set the second one and see if we like the way it looks. Okay, y'all, like I said, this is not rocket science. But there are tricks and things that will help to catch critters. And the trick is get them caught quick, not educate them. Now, if raccoons come mess with this, I may catch a few coons the first few nights. Groundhogs, however, are going to be a daytime thing. I could technically trigger these traps every night and reset them in the morning. I live 2.5 miles, 3 miles from here. I probably won't do that. I mean, there's kind of incentives to leave them out because we need to catch the coons too. So there's the bigger trap. Again, bait in the back. And this one bedded good because I got to put on a concrete lip around the foundation of that bin. Set, always make sure you set. I've seen guys leave that trigger and that draw hook in way too deep. You always make sure it's set. And there's that hole. It goes underneath that blower, and there's a straight down hole. He's in there now probably. I didn't see him out here anywhere. He's in there listening to me. Generally, I don't like to talk too much, but that's what I do. This one here is the other trap. Almost same distance, the other side of that hole. And actually, just now, I put some rocks underneath the very front of it to even stabilize. It had a little bit of a tip to it. If they step in there and it tips, they don't have to be very smart to know this. They don't like something that gives underneath their feet. So guys, that's the way of hickbilly trapping groundhogs, whistle pigs. We'll catch other critters too doing this, but unfortunately all these critters were overrun. And we're going to try to help a landowner out. Hopefully we'll do him some good next few days. So stay tuned, maybe we'll have something to show y'all. God bless.